What's up, guys? Welcome to 2018. It's not that good of a year. We watched Insidious.
Hey guys, my name's Matt, this is Trent, and we are the Evil Reviews. This is our first actual movie review, and tonight we are just done watching Insidious: The Last Key, which is technically the second installment in the franchise, but the fourth film to come out. Now personally, I don't know how I feel about the situation. I just got out of it, and I was kind of mixed reviews. I don't know how Trent feels about it. You're going to find out later on in the video. But it's directed by Adam Rotel, who I'm a big fan of one of his original films. It's actually going to be The Taking of Deborah Logan. I'm pretty sure anyone with Netflix has seen that recently. It's a phenomenal film.
I didn't see it.
I personally loved it. So I had high expectations for this film. This is his first installment in the Insidious franchise, which is apparently, I guess, the last film itself. But I don't really know how to feel about it.
I don't think that's true, because I think what Lee Winnell, who's the actor, said that he was going to, the next one, number 5, would be a sequel to 2. So if you were going to go in order, it would be 3, 4, 1, 2, and then 5.
Okay. That makes sense. That's
Yeah.
a little confusion there, but I mean, you know how Hollywood does it.
You guys ready for our review? Here
Let's
it
get
comes.
going.
People who need help with matters that can't be explained, come to me. These hauntings can be terrifying things. I should know. I've faced many evils in my life. This was different, though. The haunted house is my family's house. If we can find out what it is, we can stop this curse. To end this evil, I need to go deeper into the further. This way. I don't have memories from this place. I have scars. I am gonna find it, and I'm gonna finish it.
Alright, so what did I think? My first impressions, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was dog shit. I had a lot of problem with it. I'm going to go into that. P.S. guys, just to give you the heads up, this video is spoiler, so if you don't want to be spoiled, save it for later and then watch it. Because if you don't like to be spoiled, I mean, there's not really much I could spoil, but I'm going to go into details. Unlike this movie, which is awesome,
Phenomenal.
this movie was not.
Best movie ever.
So what did you think?
I personally had superbly high expectations just because Adam Rotel, he actually made The Taking of Deborah Logan, and it caught me off guard. So since that film caught me off guard and it was so well, I guess, made, you could say, I had high expectations for this film. Now this film, when I walked into it, I thought, okay, cool, we could, enjoy the Insidious franchise itself, but no. To me, it felt like it was about 45 minutes long and really didn't do a damn thing. I didn't have anything...
I think the movie's only an hour and 45 minutes.
Something like that. It felt like it was 45. Personally, though, I just felt like it jumped around everywhere. I don't know. What do you think about it?
What do I think? So, for starters, the continuity.
Yeah.
All right. So, and I've been holding this in for we were in a car, and he was wanting to talk about it. I'm like, hold on, wait, just sit for the real. Okay. So in the first one, the further, which is the dimension that your astral projected body goes to. Okay.
You could say it's the upside down.
Yeah, whatever. Pretty much. So, but no, and in the first one, we set a ground, like, not a ground rule, but like a scenario to where demons or entities or spirits try to possess people and get in their physical body.
Right.
Thusly, the end, spoiler alert, just again.
Original film.
In the first one, the character gets possessed by the bride, and the second one, which I have mixed feelings about, but anyways, that film is about him being possessed by that spirit or entity. I'm not sure what it was.
Throughout his childhood, all the way until now.
I was down with that, and then in this one, and even in the third one, that
was my favorite, personally.
Yeah, no.
That was my
the
favorite.
ghost that had the spirit or
Gas
whatever,
mask,
the
whatever
gas
it is,
mask,
yeah.
he was trying to possess her body. He was
Exactly.
trying to become her. In this, totally not what's going on. The creature in it, who when we were whispering in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, he totally looks like the bad guy from Evil Dead 2."
Of course, yeah.
And it's like he pulled a Michonne, like you said, where he was like having
Two people by his side.
yeah,
you
and
know,
it wasn't
being
like
captive. It's just
yeah, like it wasn't. It felt like somebody wrote a different movie, and then they were like, "Well, let's
transition into the
yeah,
Insidious.
let's just get Lin Shaye, who's a great actress,
Phenomenal.
and then just kind of pigeonhole her in this, and we'll call it Insidious." It felt
Correct.
like that,
Yeah.
because it just the continuity just wasn't there. Like it didn't mesh well, and I mean there were moments. It almost felt like a roller coaster to where, like I would get my hopes like something cool would kind of happen, and you'd be like, "Oh, here we go." And then nothing.
Yeah.
Like we were there was
No.
this. She gets in a tunnel in one scene, and me and Hinge, oh, here comes a jump scare,
Yep.
and then it didn't happen. And oh no,
Yeah.
he's gonna be behind her. Nope, didn't. And then it just for like 2 minutes, it literally just kind of felt like okay. And I'm at one point, I'm just like, will you just freaking scare us already? Like I'm not. This is getting kind of
PG-13 at its finest.
Yeah, it was very monotonous.
Like-
what were some of the things that you didn't like about it?
Okay, so personally, I had high expectations, like I was saying previously. So I was expecting to walk in, like I said, I mean, personally, I haven't necessarily seen the trailer for the film because I don't like to mess up the films nowadays, because when they bring out a trailer, they show about 90% of the film and the best parts of it. So I tried to skip that and just go in blindly. Now, me personally, like I said, I had high expectations for it. But when I walked in there, it slowly dwindled. I could tell like within the first 20 minutes that it wasn't going to be what I expected. And honestly, after that, it was just so underwhelming that I really want to say it jumped every single place but what I wanted it to jump. It missed the entire mark. It didn't seem like an Insidious film whatsoever. It seemed like they picked a plot, went with it from like 30 years ago, and then just did a quick, cheap cash in. And that's why I said it felt like 45 minutes. In my personal opinion, it was probably, an hour and a half, an hour and 45
It's not
minutes.
long.
Not the longest Insidious film. I want to say the longest Insidious film
But
was Insidious.
it felt that long.
Yeah, I want to say it was Insidious 2.
But two, I think the problem that I have with 2, which I mean, since we're talking about it right
Right.
now, is just I didn't like the either he's possessed or he's not. At the end of the film,
Exactly.
he kills Lin Shaye. At the
He does.
and
In the
so-
original film.
And then in the sequel, it's like, okay, wait, no, parts of it he's himself, and then parts of it he's the spirit.
Exactly.
Or
Which is
entity.
the bride or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and it's like, it was like he was fighting it, which I was okay with. I just didn't like the way they did it very
Right.
well.
I mean, personally, like I said, I love the third film, and I rewatched the original film, which I didn't like back in the day, 8 years ago. I was like, 14, something like that. But now, since I rewatched it the other night, preparing for the new film, I loved the first film. I loved the third film. Tried watching the second film over again last night. Honestly, guys, I fell asleep in it. I didn't find it that good. And I know he loves the bride himself, which, I mean, that's like technically all the second film's almost about.
Yeah, but it almost goes like showing to like it's a Jaws technique. Okay?
Right, yeah.
So like Jaws worked because you barely saw
Exactly,
the shark.
exactly.
And then
Then they
Ja-
made 4 of them, and then it was
and
like,
then Jaws the Revenge, you see the shark too much and
Yeah,
he growls.
exactly.
But no, I thought that character, because especially in the opening scene, that opening scene is so amazing. Where it's
Right.
kind of going through the house, and then you see the shadow through the window.
Exactly.
And then it goes over, and then when the Insidious logo comes on, that drenching bass.
The
and
score
just-
is phenomenal.
Yeah, and then in this one, it just, I don't even remember
It's
any
very
music.
linear. It's just not good, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, like,
and I've honestly read reviews before I went and saw it. Like IGN gave it a pretty decent review. I have a movie account, and they've been giving it decently reviews. Like they've said it's the best one since the first one. I personally don't think so. I honestly want to say it's the worst film in the franchise. And I will go see the fifth one if they do make it, just because I'm a horror buff and I love film.
Yeah.
But in my personal opinion, it was trash, guys.
All right, so here we go to the rating systems. 1 through 10 standard. I'm a collector,
Same.
so
We
I
love
have
to buy shit.
I have 1 through 4 or 1 through 3.
1 through 3. I have the
So
first
I
two.
can't not have 4. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to buy it. Which in my ranking, if I'm buying something, I have to think it's better than 5, and that's exactly what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a 5. I don't think it was horrible. There were things that I thought was very well directed.
Yeah.
But overall, I can't give it anything higher than a 5. What about you?
Me personally, I honestly want to give it a 5.5. Not necessarily a 6. Just because I honestly don't think it hits the peak of a 6. It is definitely the lowest film in the series itself. And I really didn't find it any scary, any suspense, any thrill, anything. I just felt like it was a kidnapping.
Well,
And then
that
just
was
an
actually-
abuse story. I don't know. Like,
I was kind of down with that. Like
I'm not. I could care less
like,
about it. It didn't keep me interested.
No, but when you found out that the one guy had kidnapped the girl,
Right.
I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
And then they rinsed and repeated with her father.
They did,
how
but
they beat her and
I liked that she wasn't dead though.
Right.
I thought that was
that's because they had to
interesting.
make 4 other movies. I mean, 3 other movies. So I mean,
But no,
come on.
and the ending. I've been saving this one. I fucking hated the ending.
Yeah, the ending
like
was
the
fucking
mom,
awful.
the mom coming into the further. Why would the mom died of natural causes?
Yeah.
Well, no, shit, no, she didn't.
She got hung.
She hung.
She did
Which,
get
by
hung.
the way, if you're dead, why would you be in the further?
Logically, unless
Because,
she was
well-
in purgatory, because that's the further, I guess you could say.
That's, I mean, that's rhetorical. That's so. Yeah, I did not like it. He did not like it. Overall, you got a score of 5.2 with the 5.5 and
Yeah.
5 together. So
I
that's
mean-
it. I say if you're a horror fan and you like the movies, obviously it's a movie to see.
Right. I mean, it's the best film, honestly. It's not saying much. It's the best film that's come out thus far this year. But I mean, does that say much? I mean, it's like the third of the fucking year. So, in my personal opinion, I'd say next week something better is going to come out. I don't know. I know it's not going to be a horror film, but I'm going to go see something next weekend and we're going to review it. So, I mean, why does it matter?
You know what?
I mean, our next film is going to be The Shape of Water that they're reviewing. That was, in my personal opinion,
Wait. You gotta
find
watch
out
it.
soon.